We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed into the arena here in Houston, Texas. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Houston Rockets. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Pass to Curry. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys. And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Pass to Moody. lays it up and banks it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Butler, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Down low. There's Porzingis. Can't cash in from close range. A slow start here for Houston in this one. It's a 5-point game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was a guy that was drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And Butler probing the D and getting right where he wanted.
Will it go? And it's weighed in by KD.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the wing right side. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And you love the confidence Durant has in that jump shot. Doesn't let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Warriors leading by 8. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Money from the wing. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Smith. Pass to Şengün. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Timeout.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pass to Butler. They kick it out to Green. To the paint. And Butler gets it to go. He has 6.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Curry with it. Now defended by Şengün. Here's Porzingis. Inside. Here's Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's a Kogi. To the middle. Pass to Eason. Now Shepard. That one falls.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Curry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Let the big fella eat. Chamberlain just doing his thing down low.
And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Now here's Butler. 6 points for him. And that one drops for him. Butler's got 8 points.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover. You know, he should know better. A pass like that is going to wind up as a turnover more often than not.
Houston making a switch here. To the inside. Makes it off the glass.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hand. Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to post. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Houston moving the ball around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring? Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Richard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet. And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Kobe, and stolen by Milton.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for this guy is just so unreal.
Pass to Santos. Back to Pajemski. Rebounded by Houston. Outside Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Out to Payton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Richards, and he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
And he gets it back. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead, up by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Van Vliet. Still without a basket. Durant inside. Here's Şengün. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Şengün. 5 to shoot. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Here's Spencer. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Houston in the lead. KD with the bucket. And that's 20 points for KD.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage work.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Payton the bounce pass. Pass to Horford. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Launches a 3. Payton can't get it to go.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely seeing that open.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Pass to Smith. Here's Thompson. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Spencer. Eason grabs the board. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Thompson. Houston moving it around. Here's Şengün.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Shot clock at 2. And the turnover could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting, and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughing stock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Warriors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
So both teams making some changes here. Back to Moody. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Warriors trailed by 4. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Shepard. Porzingis with the block. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now a timeout called by Houston. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
It's stolen by Green. Pass to Butler. Now Porzingis. For the lead. Butler, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Over Greens. No good from Durant. The Warriors trail. Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 points.
Curry is just lethal from outside. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Yeah, easy call.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. 3 quarters of play, close game here. Warriors lead by 1. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Warriors leading. Curry on the move. To the right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponent.
Moody's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thompson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here is Curry. Green, no luck. Tough two from Durant.
Taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
It's Curry outside. The Rockets pull it in. And there's the call from Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
They kick it out to Green. That's tipped. Pass to Butler. To the left wing. And here is Green. 5 on the clock. Butler on the way. This one for 3. Eason grabs the board. Inside. And then Durant with the jam.
A big finish.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Timeout call for Warriors.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Moody with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Moody. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Pass to Moody. Here's Butler. Driving in. Richard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's KD. He gets that one. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Some nice passing by Golden State. Moody. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Rockets.
Thompson with the bucket. 6 points from Amen Thompson.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Pass to Porzingis. The kick outside to Butler. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. The three. Butler, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
See, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Durant. The layup missed.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
Moody with it. Now Smith defending. A shot by Butler. Nobody around. On the three off target. Durant. Timeout. And the layup falls. KD's got 35 in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Curry outside. And the Warriors get it back. Shoots the three. Again, Curry missing. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Shingun, no good. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now, here is Young. From deep, George. Zone. And finally, they hit one.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motor.
The shot by KD. No good. Here's Koulibaly. Nobody near George. It's rebounded by Houston. Inside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Second chance shot. And KD with the lay-in.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Sarr. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Outside, George. There's the triple. To the paint. And Sarr throws it down. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. It's just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A shot by KD. No good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A slow start here for Houston in this one. It's a three-point game. It is good.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy. We're using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Outside, George. And it's Young at the elbow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. The wing jumper off target. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. Eddie Bell will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. So it's the Wizards now. After the miss from KD. It's stolen by Smith. And it's the Rockets on the break. Over George. KD's shot is good. KD's got 8 points.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-foot.
And it's slammed in by Davis. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Down low. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And it's
7'1". Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Young outside. On the wing, Koulibaly. Outside, George. Puts up a three. Not going to go that time. Alexander Sarr getting it done for Washington. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them right. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Shoots it. And it's Davis finishing it off.
What determination on the boards. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
To the middle. Houston moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Eason. Left side, Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He's trailed by 4. Stolen by George. Here's Carrington. Pass to Riley. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Adams shot is good.
Put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Back to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Wizards leading by 4. Back to Young. He's looking for Sarr and finds him. Banked in off the glass. Sarr's got 10 points in the game.
Letting the big man Sarr go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Shepard with the ball. No scoring in this one. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Can't get it to fall.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Saar. And Saar throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Saar? He is doing it all tonight.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the big fella Alex Saar showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Rockets trailed by 8. On the wing, Thompson. Looking to get it going. Ooh, Durant with a strong finish inside.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Finally. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's the reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Houston moving it around. Durant drives. And then Durant with the dunk.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And Riley gets it to go. Off the inbound. And Durant, here we go.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Washington leading now by 5. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keepe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Young outside. Here's Davis. Great defense that time from Şengün. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. So it's the Wizards now, leading by 5. Pass to Davis. Over to the left wing. Young outside. And there's the drive. Smith with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside, George. Back to Young. Pass to Saar. To the middle. Looking for Young. He gets it there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
And smart play by Smith, using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
To the paint. Here's Davis. Here's Young. Rebound by Smith. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Down low. Here's Saul. No good, but he's still shooting 75%. 6 of 8 from the floor. Greg, you look at Alperen Schenker. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers in his pickup as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
Timeout called, the Rockets. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Rockets trailed by 3. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Okogie. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Anthony Davis attacking. Here's Koulibaly. Adams, some nice D. Pass to Smith. Now here's Adams. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Okogie. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Look, in a game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
Here's Koulibaly. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Davis down low. Anthony Davis, too much size.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode. Get into that rim and play with power down low.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more goals in him, this lead will really start shrinking. Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. So the wing on the left. Back to Whitmore. Outside for Davis. Tries again. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Okogie misses.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And so it's Washington bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rockets trailed by 7. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at
add another ring.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Mark, perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit. A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And stolen by Eason. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The shot's good. And that's now 24 points for KD.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Wizards leading by 4. Johnson outside. To the right side. Pass to Saw. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here is Durant. And Kukoc pulls it down. Here's Saw. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Pass to Carrington. It's Saar, top of the key. Now Carrington. And it's sent back by KD. Here's Eason. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He said, quote, "This one isn't over. Those guys will come roaring back. We have to be ready. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell. Just move on to the next play." Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be. And just using that length to his full advantage. Grant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Pass to Riley. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. He's trailed by 5. Using his length inside.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Center in the post. Outside for George. Johnson outside. High post Young. Back to Johnson. For 3. Rockets with the rebound. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter. The shot by Thompson, no good. Wizards leading by 3. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington. retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The kick out to Young. Pass to Riley. Teardrop shot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Good.
Well, this team has a lot of confidence in Johnson, and he has a lot of confidence in himself.
Houston moving it around. Durant way outside. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-pointer attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And so he's going all 3 free throws, and that ties the game up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Now, here is Young. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Young from outside. And regulation now complete. We will. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So it's the Wizards now. Pass to Hardy. Ongoing Whitmore. Inside. Here's Davis. Shoots the 3. Here's Saar. And it's blocked by Shingun.
Look at how Sengun attacks the ball, doing all he can to reel it in.
Now here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. That one misses.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
80, what a great ball handler for his size.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Saar in the high post. Shoots over VanVleet. That one a little long. Good, and the assist goes to Shingun. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And VanVleet unmoved under pressure. I mean, when his team needs a basket, he simply goes out and handles his business.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 1:58 left in overtime. We're just over a minute into overtime here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout called. The Rockets. They're trailing by 1. 1:51 left to play in the first overtime. We play just over a minute here in OT. Pass to Eason. Shingun. And Shingun is right there. Shingun got the lead up to 1 now for Houston.
When mistakes happen, you need guys who will step up and ride with you. Nice play by Shingun.
And one of the emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or their fault. Showing zero fear. Thompson handles the pressure of the big moment. Way to go, man.
Here's Young. Shot clock at 6. Outside for George. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. George has got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Here's Thompson. No!
Oh, man, Thompson finishing above the rack with ease.
Outside Davis. Pass to George. Over to the wing. And stolen by Eason. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Thompson. A rebound by Young. Stolen by Thompson. It's not going to go for him.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Young. Out left to the wing. Starr's shot is off. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Washington calls time. Out. They're behind by 2. 1 second left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick.
Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the Houston Rockets. Oh boy, we've got a good one for you right here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
There's the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the middle. The 15-footer. Misses off the right iron. And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players. So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
Rebound by Van Vliet. From deep. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 12 points.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there. I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
Now here's Van Vliet. From outside the arc. The kick to Durant. Fires the three. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
From downtown, knocks down the long J.
Timeout.
He's got 18.
Start it. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Timeout call, Houston. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
He talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging of a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. The deep three from Durant. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And stolen by Durant. For three. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Durant. Lets the three fly. Kept alive by Houston. Houston working the ball around. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Durant. Takes the three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 24.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
The quick look, no good that time. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Durant. From deep. Smith with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Got it. And Shepherd is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
No good on the three. Pass to Okogie. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. He's been lighting it up tonight. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Graham.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Back to Van Vliet. To the inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Love seeing Şengün go off strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
The deep three from Durant. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Smith. And the layup is good off the glass.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Pass to Smith. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 12. Şengün with a steal. Durant way outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 27.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Nice shot by Okogie. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Durant, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Kevin Durant has an effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Gets the 3-ball to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up his score over most any defender.
Tries to save it. Kept alive. On the wing, Durant. Clock at 6. Thompson outside. Second chance effort. And the layup is good by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
Time was ticking. It's smart to get to Van Vliet in those moments and just let him cook.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Up top, Durant. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, he keeps taking shots and keeps missing. At what point do you get others involved?
Durant with it. Now Thompson defending. They get it back. Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Durant, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Thompson. Rebound by Van Vliet. The Rockets lead by 14. Eason can't get it to go. And he goes big with the dunk. Right over Kevin Durant.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. On the wing, Durant. Over Eason. Durant's shot is off.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. It's colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
The deep three from Durant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. It's Eason with the jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
For 3, Durant. KD, what else would you expect?
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Back to Şengün. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. There's 10 seconds left in the second. Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good.
A true leader on the floor. Van Vliet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet. 9 seconds left in the second period. The deep three from Durant. Can't connect from long distance.
It's never easy from that distance.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Out. Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Pass to Shepard. Over Van Vliet. Shepard, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And Shepard is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the players' union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He's come a long way. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report.
And the comfort level that Şengün has around the basket is as high as it gets in this league.
For 3, Durant. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Rockets trail by 11. Eason pulls it in. And Houston has possession. At one point, they led by 16. Inside. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got his second basket of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Van Vliet. Houston working the ball around. Shoots over Eason. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Rockets have brought in good road veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. From deep three-point range, Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
How prolific a scorer is KD. He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost? They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Eason with a steal. Outside Durant. Puts up a deep 3. Eason pulls it in.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Now Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. We know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Houston's got to hurry. From deep three-point land. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 3. Durant earning those 2 points.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And here are the Rockets now. Pass to Eason. Out to the right wing. And it's Shepherd missing. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant one. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant one there. Lots of contact on that play, and the official could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Up in time. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. And that quarter was all about him. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Houston in the lead. Thompson outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Smith with it. He's picked up by Eason. Smith no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim. It's part of why he's an expected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Durant, no good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
On the wing, Durant. And the 3 off target. Houston leading by 3. Thompson outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Rockets trail by 5. The 3-ball. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 40 points.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Timeout call. Houston.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
And Allie, thanks. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The jumper from the wing off target. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Here's Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet. Outside Eason. Takes a 13-footer. And that one's long. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Durant, no good. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Oh, deflected. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Durant. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a tie ball game.
That anticipation is the charge from Şengün, leading to a bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
You know, that's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
To the paint. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. He wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots. I understand why he took the shot. They need the points. That's just not a good look.
That's to Eason. Thompson, that's good. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing. Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there enough.
Takes it inside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
The three, Durant. Houston gets it back.
You can add another offensive rebound to the tally. Just one of the areas where they're taking him to the task.
Pass to Thompson. Down low. Eason. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Durant for three. Eason pulls it in. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Holiday with the ball. Now Thompson defending. And that one's good.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, because when you go home, you can go home feeling good.
And Houston has possession. Here's Eason. 4-3. Misses the three. Durant for three. That shot, no good. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.